John Miles, you're the co-organiser of the university's Transition Conference, which is entitled Rethinking Textiles and Surfaces. John, why do we need this conference? What's so important to have this conference? Transitions to what?
I think we need it because certainly one of the speakers said today was that universities are out of date. They don't have a clue what they're doing, and words to the effect that we were behind the times. And to a certain extent, I think I agree with that. And I think universities don't get together enough to discuss the future and the strategy and the kind of way forward. So I think when I first mooted the subject of having a conference, it was purely for that reason, that I feel we are outdated and we are
Stuck in the mud.
Yeah, very much. We're carrying on teaching in the same old way when things outside are changing really dramatically, and they will change again. And as David Shah said today, it's going to change even more rapidly, and maybe many things will revert. So it is very, very interesting, I think.
And what has come out of the conference for you, or for the people here generally?
Masses.
If you were to pick a couple of things.
I think the first thing is that the meeting of people from all around the world. We're represented by 11 countries, all those countries are giving papers, and they're all looking at the perspective of the future of textiles and surface from quite different angles. I think that it's been an inspiration to all of us, what's been said, and the questions that have been lodged into our minds, not the least that we've got to get our act together. Other things that have come out of it, because the main thing is this thing of people meeting, exchanging ideas, thinking about the future, looking at research projects that are there currently, I think are all things that are really good stuff. I think as well that technically things are changing, and the biggest message I think in the conference from all of the people is collaboration, joining together, linking with other departments and areas. We've heard of linking with medicine, we've heard of linking with technology, engineering, masses of ideas of linking with lots of different kinds of aspects to make textiles and surface better from the point of view of industry or craft. It's really very, very exciting, and I think will really inspire us for quite a long time. I think the other thing is that people are meeting together and realising that some of the projects overlap, so therefore in their research they can actually work together.
One of the fundamental problems seems to be that you just don't get together enough. Is that right?
Totally. The transition will happen in 4 years' time. My view is that it should happen annually. Maybe not have a 2-day conference, but a day's conference, and maybe a 2-day conference, maybe every 4 years. So one of the things that I'm encouraging is that other colleges think about what they can do to help the situation, which would be good. But of course, people travelling from Australia or Taiwan or Hong Kong, they really need a kind of something that they can get their teeth into. One of the things I think that shocked me when we set up the conference was that the students are helping at Huddersfield, and we were shown around the different areas where the conference will take place, and the textile students had never been in the business studies area before.
Which is where we are now.
Yeah, which is really very sad, because they should be nosy, they should be thinking. And we've heard today of university in Finland where they are putting consciously different groups of students in one building where they will have to mix. So right from a basic graduate beginning, they're mixing together and being made almost to talk and to integrate and to exchange ideas. And it's that exchanging of ideas which is very, very important at a very early stage, not at the stage of research, but at the stage of being an undergraduate student. You know, there's much more that we can do at undergraduate level, and I think that's become very obvious today, that we should really be making more links, not only with different departments, but also outside in the industry. And that's another thing that's come across in this conference, that we have had some interest from the industry, but not enough, and it really would be beneficial to try and encourage the industry to come to these conferences more, again to exchange and talk. But maybe we have to do that through the speakers, so people like David Shah, who produces very strong magazines, and he has a fashion business. He is in the nub of it, and he knows what's going on, and he knows from a day-to-day basis, so he's talking from real experience. And so his comment that we were out of touch really hit home quite hard. But of course I sort of know that, and that's why I wanted the conference to happen, because I feel that we are really behind the times.
The University of Huddersfield, inspiring tomorrow's professionals.